My work with WIDER started about 10 or so years ago, actually more than that, 12 years ago now, I guess. And it would be wildly overstating things to sort of try and assign huge causal impacts to one individual, or even one project or one book's work. But I was involved with Rick Orty's work on natural resources and the way in which they influence political structures. And that's most commonly manifest in discussions around the resource curse, the fact that a lot of countries have huge endowments of minerals and oil and other things that are very valuable, but which are an accident of geology rather than of their own human production. And there's a huge variance with respect to how countries deal with that natural resource wealth. It can be used for really good things, or it can be used to just line the pockets of elites and fund militaries and other groups that are just going to suppress the well-being of the population as a whole. So the particular study that I was involved in ended up generating quite a lot of media attention. I was able to use it for some other work that I subsequently did, which got written up in the Washington Post and other nice things. So it had that sort of high-profile sort of impact. But I think as I said before, the research is one part of the overall nexus of factors that influence things. And the beauty of the resource curse kind of work is that it kind of embodies what I've just been articulating. It's an issue that does require good evidence, but that evidence itself tends to be a little bit patchy sometimes. But now you've got a whole new group of NGOs and watchdog groups that are out there really trying to help governments, or require governments to be, and companies for that matter, to be transparent with respect to how they spend their money, how they acquire their money, and what impact this is having on poor communities. And so, as a package, it's a nice impact that I think WIDER's been able to have on that particular issue, because it's in countries like Sierra Leone or elsewhere, when Nigeria, where resources are a huge, big potential source of revenue to provide roads, hospitals, and schools. The compacts that researchers can establish with civil society organisations internationally and domestically to try and make sure that actually happens, rather than having it be squandered on elites or on unsavoury activities, all of that's a good thing. So I think WIDER can claim a modest but non-trivial role in sort of being part of that process of trying to highlight that issue and then trying to forge the political consensus that's needed to try and move those issues forward.